Hello, Beez Bladers. Welcome back and welcome newcomers to the channel. So I did this Gen G10 knife kit, I don't know, a couple months ago. Everybody loved it. It's great for families, kids, or even adults that are wondering whether they want to try to take their knives apart and clean them. And this is a lockback. Very fun, very cheap, right? Well, check this out. We're going to check out the brand new one. We have 4 to look at today. I'm going to show you all 4. We're going to put one together, show you how simple it is, but I think it's an awesome idea to put a knife together with your kid, or if you're a guardian or a parent. It's going to be so much fun. While you're taking care of your knives, they can take care of theirs and put theirs together, and you can teach them about knife safety. But look at this thing. This thing is awesome. It's CNC milled G10, and look at the blade. I mean, would you check that out? And look at this. Steel liner lock, has steel hardware. It has a lanyard hole. It weighs about 2.4 ounces. Would you look at that? Just look at it. This thing is absolutely awesome. And I think it is such a cool deal. If you have a young person and they want a knife, they want to be like you, and they can't carry one because, well, obvious reasons, depending on where you are or whatever. But this is going to be an awesome deal. Check out the blade. It's G10, and it has an awesome pattern. The pattern's almost kind of reminds me of almost Damascus looking, but there's the Gen logo. And look, it even has a little forward choil. And this thing feels solid. I'm so enamored by this little knife kit. It is so cool. So going all the way around, you're going to see what it looks like on the inside. It has the back spacer, and you can actually get a couple of them and intertwine or switch out the back spacers or the blades. But you know what? Let's go ahead and put this one together, and then I'll show you all 4 of them. So I kind of have the feeling that this one is going to be one of the more popular ones. There's a green one, a black one, and then they all come with a different set of stickers. The other ones have like Americana stickers in them. They have very simple instructions, but you won't even need instructions because I'm going to show you how to put it together right now. This is the package they come in. It's all laid out really cool. This is the space exploration, but look at this. Now this one has a black steel liner. The other ones are the silver color, but you have your 2 scales, you have your blade, and it comes with, and check this out. It's T8 body screws. We can't even get knives with T8 body screws. Are you kidding me? So that's that. Oh, and this has the little the rubber planet earth that'll go in the scale. I just can't get over it. I was the same with the last one. When I found out about it, I was just like, are you serious? This is the most awesome thing ever. I know a lot of folks watch my disassembly videos and they say, hey, I got brave enough to take my knife apart for the first time. And now they're swapping scales and back spacers and blades and all that fun stuff. So this is the hardware it comes with. I just unscrewed these. These are your standoffs. I just unscrewed the standoffs, but just to lay it out for you, real simple. It comes with 4, well, it looks like, yeah, there they are. It comes with 4 washers. It comes with an extra stop pin, which we will set that over here to the side. And then it has your 2 steel ball bearings. That's all your parts. All right, let's put this together. And besides the fact that it has T8s, would you look at this? Can you believe it? It has a D-shaped pivot. I mean, how many knives have we done and disassembled that we were like, oh, no D-shaped pivot? So what you do is you go on the show side, which here's the show side. I'll show you to you here more once we get it together. You put your D-shaped pivot in. And let's see, are you going to squish in there? It's probably like, well, yeah, if you put me in the right direction. There, see? So there's your D-shaped pivot. And then you just got to put your standoffs. There's 1. And then there is 2. And of course, if you're with a young person or you're doing it yourself, you don't have to rush. I'm doing this a little quicker just because, you can stop and start whenever you want. Here's the back spacer, really nice looking back spacer. I'm going to go ahead and put that on there while I'm thinking about it because, well, I tend to be forgetful. Now, you can use knife pivot oil. I'm not going to use any, but you can actually put some knife pivot lube in here and I'll show you what it is. What the heck? I'll just put it on there. This is KPL knife pivot lube. I have 10% off discount to this. There'll be links in the description. But so what they do is they have you put a washer right on the pivot. And then for the fun of it, I'll put a little drop over here, a little drop over here, and then put the washers with the bearings facing open, facing outward. Let me zoom in just a little bit here. There we go. And there's your washers. Now you can put a little drop in here. You do not have to use lube on this, but if you're doing your knife maintenance and you have some KPL, you can have them practice just putting a drop or two in there. And then I'm putting the stop pin right here. And now they have extra washers. You can use it or you can not. I couldn't tell that it made a difference, but you can put another washer on there. It's just an extra part to make it fun. You know, it's something detailed to do, but you don't have to use the extra washer. So I'm gonna put this washer over here, and then I'll just put a little tiny droplet of KPL on both sides. And then I'll put our cage bearings. Those are steel cage bearings, and then another washer. And then put your scales on. Check this out. This thing is so cool looking, and it comes together very well. All right, so we're gonna go ahead, and I can't believe it actually came with T8s. That is just the coolest thing ever. I had a T6 when I put the first one together, and it was spinning. I was like, oh, what's wrong with this thing? It's because I had a T6, and this takes T8. So you put your pivot in, and now we'll put one of the back screws in, body screws. There's 2 body screws. And I think this is such a cool idea. And I hope you're having a fantastic day. I hope you're having a great day, whether it's the morning, the evening, or if you're on your drive home, you're like, what's he putting together? Don't look now, look when you get home. But this is, I gotta say, I couldn't believe when they said, hey, we did another one. Hey, look, so my standoff fell out. I gotta put it back in, there we go. I was wondering why that wasn't screwing into anything, but you could see how easy and simple this is. But you know, to a young one, or to an adult, if you've never taken a knife before, this would be perfect practice to get a feel for what it's like to take a knife apart, because this is built exactly like a regular knife. Let's see, where is Florida? All right, there's Florida. I'm going to put it facing up. So I'm guessing this kind of just clips in there. Check that out. Is that not the coolest thing ever? And let's see, does it work? Is it centered? Not so much. Does it have to be? Now, it does have some blade play. Let's see if I can sharpen it, if I can tighten it a little bit. It's not going to have the tolerances of a regular knife, and you can also mess around. You have those extra washers. If it's tight on one side, you can take a washer and put it on the other side. That's the thing, is you can mess around and fool around and see what happens when you change things on a knife. And let's see, everything looks like it's solid and put together well. We're pretty good this way. Actually, it's pretty solid. And look at this. A regular liner lock, and the lockup, which doesn't really matter, but the lockup's around 10%. You can also practice bending that direction just a little bit to make the lockup even stronger. But that's the really cool thing about this, is when you're tweaking and messing with your knives, taking them apart, the young person in your life could be doing it too. Or if you're a grandpa or grandma or an aunt or an uncle, think of a kid that gets this for Christmas or their birthday. Would that not be the coolest thing? Here's a good look at the scales. I think, oh, look, it has a little astronaut on there. That is cool. I think this is one of my favorites. This one or the black one. And look, operates just like a regular knife. And let's see if it has some action. Would you look at that? Is that not the coolest thing ever? All right, and these run, depending on the version, they run from like $24 to $29.99, depending on the version. Look at here. Here's the black one. Same thing. It just snaps out. I mean, this is so satisfying. You know, I'm at a loss for words, because normally we're talking about detent and how sharp is the edge. Well, speaking of edge, the edge is not sharp. Now, that's not to say that it couldn't be, because this is G10, which is strong material. This isn't cheap plastic. It feels substantial, you know, it weighs 2.4 ounces. It feels really good in the hand. I would like to have a knife like this with an actual real blade. The handle feels fantastic. It fits in the hand very well. I mean, I'm impressed. But here is the red, white, and blue version. And let me give you an up-close look at this G10. A little bit of texture vision. A little bit of texture vision for you. It's smooth. It doesn't have a lot of grip, but it has this kind of grip. Kind of grabs your skin like in a sweat sort of way. All right, here's the fourth one, is the green. So we have the green, the stripes, and which one's your favorite? You know, what do you think about it? Do you think this is an awesome idea? I mean, I would love to get this for a gift for young people. I think they're the coolest thing ever. It's all G10. It's CNC milled. When I first saw it, I was like, wow, that looks like a lot like the CJRB Mylea. It does, but I put them up next to each other, and they aren't. They are different. They just have a similar style of handle. But tell me what you think about them. I'm going to have links in the description to all 4 versions. That way, if you want to go check them out and think about it, or maybe put it in your cart like everyone else does. I always put stuff in my cart and then go back and think about it. But if you're interested, it'll be easy to find in the description of this video. So go watch this video. I think you're really going to enjoy that. And until I see you again, or see you in the live streams or on the Hive stream every Friday night at 8:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, remember, live life in the present, keep a Band-Aid handy, and don't cut yourself.